50 years it took to figure out a very simple enigma. To figure out how to put it to words and how to come up with a concept to describe what I was experiencing. I knew it subconsciously, I knew it emotionally, but I didn't know how to put it into words or describe it. And now I do, and I'm going to just try to make this as brief as possible. Living with my mother was like walking through a minefield. You never knew when your next step would trigger a landmine and blow you to hell. Each step you took, you never knew if it was going to happen now. The only thing you knew for sure is that sooner or later the explosion would come, as it has so many times before. Living with my mother was like walking through a minefield. She could blow up without warning for any ridiculous, trivial, invisible reason. She would say, well, now this triggered me. I now triggered something and I'm now going to blow up. You did something inadvertently that you had absolutely no way of knowing, especially as a young child, that is going to have any adverse reactions, cause any adverse reaction from me. And kaboom. And that's how it was, and there I was as a child with this compulsive eye blinking problem. Do you think that's a surprise? Do you find that surprising? That a child living in that environment where it was really the very same as the emotional equivalent of walking through a minefield? You never knew when your next step was going to be kaboom. It might not. Each one might be tested. No, is it gonna? No, it didn't. All you know that is that eventually you're gonna step and it's gonna blow up in your face. And so a child in that environment will be prone to develop an eye blinking problem because his whole life is walking through an emotional minefield. That's it. Took me 50 years to finally put it in a simple, understandable way, and that's it. If you were walking through an actual field planted with landmines, do you think you might not find yourself excessively blinking your eyes because you never knew each breath you took, each motion that you made, that it might be at that moment it was going to blow up in your face? You sure would. And if you were a young child, a small child, growing up in a home environment where this was the situation every day, you think you might not develop a compulsive eye blinking problem? You bet you would. And there we are. It took 50 years to sort out that simple puzzle. August 19th, 2016. Geese on the river. Full moon just setting down off the horizon. How graceful the geese are. How peaceful just to watch them swim by. A lot of people say a lot of bad stuff about how they hate geese. Look how beautiful they are. How How graceful and how peaceful as they swim. 6 in the morning, August 19th. How quiet they are, how gentle. How much they are keeping pace with each other. They're not fighting. There's no fighting going on. There's no competition going on. And I'm thinking the word in sync, how much they are in sync. I think there's a better word for it, but I can't think of it. But how much they just keep pace with each other. Without anybody bossing anybody, nobody fighting anybody. They're all keeping pace peacefully. They're all engaged in the same quest, same gentle quest for food. No fighting whatsoever. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's several groups of them. This is the 4th group that swum by. See, even between the groups of them, that may be separate families, may well be separate families. There's no fighting, no competition. They wait patiently for their turn to go down the river, without crowding each other, without trying to rush each other, like human beings driving their cars down the street. Look at the difference between human beings and these graceful water birds here. Not a single one of them. There's been a couple dozen that have swum by here in the last 20 minutes. Not a single one of them was being at all aggressive toward any of the others. None of them even feel the need to talk, to make noise. In harmony, that's the word I was trying to think of. And I was thinking in sync. It's not just they're in sync, they're in harmony with each other. They swim in perfect harmony. They're mildly aware of me over here, partly because I'm talking, partly because I'm holding a camera up, and they're not quite sure what I might be up to, but they're not too afraid, but they're a little cautious.